Welcome back, guys, to another video today, and as you guys know, we're gonna be traveling to England, and this is gonna be an amazing experience. And just to let you guys know, this is my first trip traveling alone abroad, so it's gonna be pretty stressful too, as well as relaxing. So since this is my first time traveling, I didn't know how to pack up my suitcases or what I'll need. Did a lot of research. Shadowed my parents, what they would do, and I'm just gonna share the love with y'all and then give you guys a tour of the airport, how Iceland Air is, flying all the way down there, give you a review of the aircraft, and make another video for England if you get the chance, because we do have a limited amount of time and it's gonna be a busy schedule there since it's not a normal trip for leisure. And then on the way back, we have a 17-hour stay in Iceland, which for sure is going to be the highlight of the series if Iceland has good weather, because during the winter time, they do have some pretty bad weather too. So I took in, if we're going to England, I'll need a couple of shirts. I got 3 of them, 2 pairs of socks, boxers, undershirt, trousers for nighttime, 3 pants, dress shirt for when I feel fancy, a belt, 2 bars of soap, and a toothbrush, and this would be our shampoo, conditioner, and toothpaste. We packed up our suitcase, and look at that. It already packed up, eh? Jeez. This is a small one, eh? Traveling alone for the first time, I got a tip for y'all, okay? Limit the amount of stuff that you're carrying on yourselves, okay? Because when you get to the security post at Terminal 3 or whichever airport you go to, you gotta take all your electronics off, you gotta take your belt off, you gotta take all your jackets off. So if anything, make a separate bag for your electronics, and then make sure you can easily take off your jacket and you're not wearing too much, so it's not too much of a hassle doing everything. So we finally made it onto the airplane, Iceland Air, at YYZ. It's Toronto Pearson Airport, if y'all don't know. We're just waiting for the airplane to take off, get it boarded, loaded up. So first impressions of the airplane is it's a pretty decent airplane. The seating is kind of small, it's a small airplane. And they give you water. First thing they do is give you water. It's called Iceland Natural Spring. Let's have a taste test of this water right now. Let's see if it tastes good. So trying out this complimentary water that they give you. See how it is. It says natural spring water from Iceland. It tastes like water, but natural. Finally got off our flight from Iceland, from YYZ to Reykjavik, and it was a pretty nice flight. I got the whole row to myself, as you saw in the video. It was pretty nice. I got to lay down, first time I get to lay down in any flight, and it was pretty nice. The air hostesses were pretty nice. They served us properly. I would give it like a 6 out of 10 because an incident did take place at the end of our flight, which I'm not really proud about. But other than that, overall, Iceland Air would be like 7 out of 10. If the airplane is going to be crowded, then maybe the quality of your seating will go down like this because the seats are pretty tight. But yeah, on the way here, we saw northern lights and they're pretty beautiful. I just looked outside, I was like, are those clouds? Is that Superman? No, it was northern lights. It was amazing. And there was some turbulence going over Greenland, and then coming over here, the wind is so amazing. it's windy as hell. And I asked a few employees that work at the airport. They say it's windy like this all the time. And because of this wind, we had a pretty turbulent landing. We were jumping up and down like this while landing, you know? It was like a Snoop Dogg music video. But getting out the airplane was shaking too, and that's crazy. That was actually terrifying. I was like, is our airplane gonna fly away too? And because of that incident, our flight did get delayed by 4 hours. And I thought they might be cruel about it. They're not gonna give us anything, but Iceland Air did give us a $22 or 22 ISK food voucher, and with that we got some food. So I said, you know, what's the point in coming to a different country if you can't get their local food? So we got a smoked salmon wrap, we got some chocolate, and we got a apple-icine, whatever this drink is. So we're gonna test this out, and let me tell you how it tastes like. There you go. So the food looks pretty pre-made. Allow me, guys, I've been up since last morning. So let's try this out. So smoked salmon. I'm not sure, I've never had smoked salmon before. Let's see how it tastes. It tastes good. It tastes amazing. You know what? The salmon is smoked. It comes into your mouth. It slides into your mouth. It's not like a thing where it's like you gotta force it into your mouth. It just slides into your mouth. When you eat beef, right? Sorry vegans out there, but when you eat beef, you know when that fat comes into your mouth and it's so nice and it's so soothing? Think about that, but on a healthier note. To swallow all of it down, even though it's already swallowed since it is sliding down there, we're gonna try this drink. And it tastes just like a C+ in Canada. So overall, I think Icelandic food is pretty nice too. So stay tuned. We're gonna jump on a flight from Reykjavik all the way back to London. So we made it in England, and it was a pretty nice trip. We went from Toronto on Iceland Air down to Iceland, and in Iceland we did have a few issues, such as our flight being delayed by 6 hours and a snowstorm hitting. But overall, they gave us a free meal voucher of $22. It filled us up and everything. Jumped on the flight, pretty turbulent takeoff. Came down to England, and in the UK, they've actually improved a lot, right? So once you go up to the border area or immigration area, right? They have these machines there where you just scan your passport and then you're good to go, rather than getting those idiotic questions and then doing all that, going through all the hassle just to go past immigration. It took us 2 minutes, came out, and now we're in the main terminal, which is Terminal 2. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be making more vlogs of UK, and hope y'all enjoy them.